right, guys, like I said, it's starting to get a little bit cooler. So the day has taken a turn. It started out, and I said that it's been kind of shifting from sunny to cold all day since this morning. So no different now. It's getting a little chilly, but we're adequately dressed, so that shouldn't be an issue. Let's get closer here to this building. Let's check out what's going on here and appreciate a little bit more of it. And the church you're looking at is the St. Petri Church with its own rich history. I think you can go up to the 11th floor and get a good view of the area. We're not gonna do that just because we're a little bit short on time. But another beautiful building that if you get a chance to come and see in person, try it out. Really beautiful. The red bricks, everything just captures the essence of what is Hamburg and its history of combination between old and kind of new. So you'll see that all around the city. And we'll get a little bit closer here to the church. Let these guys go and take a walk across. Kind of look at it up close and see. First of all, see if it's even open. Might be able to take a walk in there and check it out from the inside. Again, if you look at the history here, you'll see that the church has been open since 1195, guys. Talk about an old building. I mean, you can see it in the brick texture. You can feel it in the ambiance. And we're not gonna walk in there with the camera, but you know, it is open. Let's see here. I guess you have to get a ticket or something, but we're not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna go in just because we just don't have the time for the day. But it's nice to kind of see this up close and appreciate it. Again, not something that you'll be able to see on a daily basis. Look at these door handles. I mean, you can really appreciate this. I mean, back in the day, they had some character. They really did. So again, hopefully you guys are kind of learning something in the way that I do things. I don't have anything planned. I literally just walk around, and to be honest with you, that's when I see things. That's when things just kind of pop up, and instead of me just going out there and looking for specific places, I literally just walk the city, just follow the people, and they'll lead you to where the hot spots are, where the non-hot spots are. It doesn't really matter because they're all hot spots, right? Even if they're not hot spots, you make them a hot spot, you know? But look at this. I think that's Mr. Petri himself, St. Petri. Don't know, but that looks like a pretty old statue. We're gonna take a look here. So I'm not sure. We're gonna have to research this after we do the video, but definitely an important person, enough that they built a statue outside for him. So again, now we're just walking down, just looking at the different stores, just basically blending in with the locals here. The only difference is we've got an Insta360 camera in front of us, so we really don't blend in. I mean, we're kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, like a tourist just recording, which is hilarious. But I like that. I actually like that. I don't know, but I think we found where we're gonna have our lunch. We're in Germany, so we might as well just get a sausage. All right, guys, so I went for it. I went for the sausage because I just had to. It looked good, and wish me luck. Let's see. Oh God, you know, it actually reminds me a little of the Czech Republic sausage. It's got that crispy outside and very, very smooth on the inside. So it's your boy again, eating. Seems like you catch me all the time eating, turning into a foodie of sorts. I promise you that's not my goal. But guys, look at this stuff. Beautiful. Love it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Germany, you got this one right. So guys, we had the German sausage, we had the fries. In all honesty, that was good enough to fill me up. So now I'm starting to see more food places, but I think I've had enough. I really have. So let's see. It would have to be something really, really special for me to sink my teeth and my mouth into it one more time. So let's see what's out here. They got churros and softies. Churros and softies. Really? In Germany? Interesting. Interesting indeed. Right in front of us, what you're looking at is the central train station. This is probably the biggest one here in Hamburg, at least the one that I'm aware of. All the other ones are just regular train stations. This one, you can actually take the ice. You can take trains to Berlin or other major cities in Germany. So if you're here in Hamburg, that's the train station you want to go to if you want to transfer to another major city and so forth. So we've done quite a bit of a walk, to be honest with you, a little bit more than I expected, which is shocking. But again, it goes back to saying what I was saying before. It's kind of like when you just walk and you kind of just experience a city, you just come up to things. Things just pop up. You don't plan it, but they just pop up. And guess what? Central Station just popped up. And we're gonna see, I see another big building right behind the waterway. So we're gonna go see what that is. Guys, so take a look at this. This is massive. Again, this feeds into Central Station. These guys are getting in and out of the train. Unreal. I mean, I'm not used to that where I'm from. And right across, we have another building that is of interest, and I'll tell you a little bit about it here. You know, we just got back from the Netherlands, and I talked about beautiful museums, and I talked about arts like Rembrandt's and that kind of stuff. Well, that building right across also warehouses Rembrandt's. It also warehouses classic art. And if you've got an hour or two and you're in the city, that might be a building that you might want to visit. We're probably going to take a walk around and see if it's open. I don't know what time they close, but that would be a good opportunity for us to check out more art. Now, I don't see a lot of foot traffic in and out, or maybe that's not the entrance or the exit, but it doesn't hurt to take a look. Wow, amazing, impressive. We just have to appreciate what is a beautiful train station here in Hamburg, Germany. To be honest with you, I believe I've been in that train station before. I don't remember, but I can assure you I haven't seen it from this angle before. So definitely, if you're here, take a trip, go out in the outskirts, check out not just Hamburg, but what's around. And I think you'll appreciate the city a little bit more by doing those kind of things. And again, you don't have to do it the way that I do it. I mean, I literally just get out of the hotel and just walk around. In my experience, that's the best way to do it, especially if you stay in a centralized area, because it's good running up to things that you're not expecting and seeing it. So just my thoughts. So we're just waiting to cross here. Just missed the green light by less than a second. But you know what? You have to follow the rules, guys. You have to pay attention to where you're going. You have to make sure you don't get run over by anything. Bus, bike, truck. Make sure you're in the right neighborhood. But listen, that's what experimenting and that's what walking around is all about. That's what brings the fun to a trip like this. It's not just going and having an agenda and hitting point A, point B, or point C. It's about experiencing it, you know, looking and seeing what was out there. So we'll take a walk and hopefully we don't get hit by these cars, and we'll move along. Next time maybe we'll do this on a bike. Maybe, who knows. All right, so I'm gonna try and head back, see if I remember how to get back to the hotel. Just following spires, literally just looking at church spires to guide me back. But listen, if worse comes to worse, you always have the GPS. Not that that's the direction I'm heading, because I'm not. But in the meantime, just look around, absorb, enjoy with me. We're uninvited, but we're loving it. We're uninvited, but we're welcomed at the same time. We get smiles. People are glad to see tourists kind of enjoying their town, walking around, talking about it. So let's continue. All right, not sure if that's the same church we saw earlier, but if it is, then we're heading the right direction. If it's not, then we're experiencing another beautiful church. So all right, let's walk this way, try and see where it leads us to, because that whole side is under construction, so can't go in that direction. All right, so I think we're heading in the right direction. I don't know, that was a different church, but now I see our church in the background. So yes and yes, it was a different church, but yes, we're heading in the right direction. So we're just gonna continue to enjoy as we go down this way, and people watch and let them watch us. We have a Mickey D's right around the corner there. Church bells going off. Time to go to church, I guess. Or is it that we just hit a specific time? I don't know. We're gonna continue to walk and continue to hear the bells, because they won't turn off. They stay on. Don't know what that means. Don't know if it's gonna stay on for another minute, another 5 minutes, another 10 minutes. Who the heck knows, guys? But it is different. Something I haven't heard church bells in a while. It's not a good thing, by the way. Gotta hear the church bells. All right, so we're definitely heading in the right direction. You see the government building coming up in the background, and we'll go right by that. And I'd say we're probably about a mile north or south of that, in whichever direction we're going, or east and west for that matter.